There are places in this world where magic still dwells. Places where the veil between worlds grows thin, where reality shifts like morning mist. Nowhere is this more true than in Aotearoa, New Zealand, home to beings as old as the land itself, the Tipua. In the time before time, when darkness enveloped all, Ranginui, the Sky Father, and Papatuanuku, the Earth Mother, held each other in an eternal embrace. Between them, their children dwelt in endless night. Among these children were beings unlike any others, formless ones who could sense all, but see nothing. While their divine siblings, Tane, god of forests, Tangaroa, god of seas, and Tumatawenga, god of war, sought to separate their parents, these formless ones waited. They listened to the whispers of creation, to Papatuanuku's dreams, and to Ranginui's tears falling as rain. When Tane finally pushed apart sky and earth, flooding the world with the first light, these beings made a choice that would echo through the ages. While their siblings claimed dominion over specific realms, they chose to remain undefined, fluid, changeable, eternal. And so the Tipua were born, blessed by Papatuanuku herself with the power to be all things and nothing. "You shall be," she whispered, "the guardians of change itself." But what does it mean to be a Tipua? Let me share their stories. First, let us speak of Te Nangarara, guardian of Lake Wakatipu. Unlike many Tipua who shift between forms, Te Nangarara chose the form of a mighty taniwha, a water spirit so vast that his movements still cause the lake to rise and fall like the breathing of a giant. Local iwi tell of how Te Nangarara would calm the waters for respectful fishermen, but could raise storms that would swallow entire waka when angered. They say he still sleeps there, deep beneath the surface, his dreams rippling across the water. Then there's Matau of the Clutha River, whose story teaches us about respect and consequences. Matau was known to take the form of a massive weke, an octopus whose tentacles could reach far beyond the river bank. But it was his final transformation that left the most lasting mark. When disrespectful warriors came to his waters, Matau's rage shook the very earth. The chase along the riverbank became legend, a pursuit that ended with Matau's most powerful transformation. Not into creature or element, but into stone itself. That stone still stands today, a testament to Matau's eternal vigilance. Fishermen whisper prayers and leave offerings, knowing that consciousness still dwells within the rock, aware and watching. In the steaming valleys of Rotorua, we find a different kind of Tipua, Hineruaki, the healer of the mists. Unlike her more territorial kin, Hineruaki was known for her compassion. When a great sickness swept through the land, she didn't just heal, she taught. Through her, the people learned the sacred knowledge of healing waters. The story of Mira, who sought Hineruaki's help during a full moon, is still told today. They say the steam itself formed into a woman of extraordinary beauty, with hair like morning mist and eyes that held ancient wisdom. Deep in the forests of Taine dwelt Tupurupuru, the walking forest. Tupurupuru was unique even among Tipua. While others claimed territories, he became the forest itself. Every tree, every branch, every leaf. When foreign loggers threatened his ancient Totara Grove, he didn't just protect it, he taught them to see. Through his power, the loggers witnessed centuries pass in moments. They saw generations of birds nest and fledge, watched seedlings grow into mighty trees, and felt the intricate web of life that connected everything in the forest. The tale of the shape-shifting sisters of Wairau teaches us about harmony and understanding. These sisters, one who loved the night as a ruru, the other who soared through day as a kariaria, weren't just guardians. They were bridges between worlds. When they gave hunters the gift of understanding bird speech, they weren't just teaching about conservation. They were showing the interconnectedness of all living things. But the Tipua were more than just individual guardians. They were, and are, the keepers of sacred knowledge. They taught the first people which places were tapu, forbidden and sacred. They showed them where the veil between worlds was thin, where healing could be found, and where prayers would be heard. When European settlers arrived, bringing new beliefs and ways, many Tipua retreated deeper into the wild places. But they didn't disappear. They adapted, as was their nature. Some found new forms, new ways to protect their lands. Others remained steadfast in their ancient roles, guardians of traditions that refused to fade. Even today, in our world of steel and concrete, the Tipua endure. They are the unexplained movement you catch from the corner of your eye, the sudden silence in a busy forest, or that feeling of being watched in places old and sacred. For those who know how to look, who remember the old ways, the Tipua are still here, in the mist that rises from still waters, in the shadows that move against the wind, in the stones that seem to shift when no one's watching. They remind us that some places still hold mystery, that not all things can or should be explained, that the old magic of Aotearoa never truly faded. It just waits to be recognized by those who still know how to see. For in a world that seems to change too fast, the Tipua remain what they have always been, guardians of transformation itself. They are the memory of our first darkness, and the promise of what we might yet become. Thanks for diving into another tale of myth and malice with me today. If these dark histories and legendary mysteries captivate you as much as they do me, remember to hit the like button and subscribe for more untold stories. And remember, friends, stay spooky.